What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bulls, and today we are going to talk about what's going on with the price of Bitcoin. Why is it falling? If you guys want me to do this in a live stream, let me know in the comments, but in this case, I'm going to do it as a regular upload just to see which ones you guys prefer better. I can give you guys more real-time updates on live streams, but these have screen shares available to you guys. If you guys are new to Blockchain Bulls and you guys like information like this, consider subscribing. And if you're also new to crypto, here's a whole list of crypto training videos for free right here on the homepage. Go through there and watch all of them, or most of the ones that are relevant to you. Here's our popular uploads. The low cap gems just seem to be most popular with people. So right now, Bitcoin has been flailing around the $50,000 to $60,000 mark over the last month or so. But right now, it's obviously teetering on the edge of holding 50,000, and people are like, "What's going on?" In fact, the entire market is down. I mean, it was so red that even stable coins were red. Look at Tether was red earlier. USDC was red earlier even. I mean, how does a stable coin go red? Well, because there's people taking profits and the market's draining. What could be causing that? And that's what people want to know. And ultimately, I think some of the factors that, in my opinion, that are in play here, because it shouldn't be going down considering that Elon Musk has been tweeting about it so aggressively the last 24 hours. I mean, this is a big tweet from who was once the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. He said you can now buy Tesla with Bitcoin. He also said some other things related to Bitcoin, such as Tesla is using only internal and open source software and operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, not converted to fiat currency. I mean, that's like super bullish news, and the price did hit 57,000 yesterday, but then it went down to as low as 50,000 and some change here recently. So what's going on? Well, there are some factors that are playing into it, and you know, you have to look at this right here. Bitcoin traders brace for record $6 billion in options to expire on Friday. I think at the end of the day, along with a little bit of FUD, this right here is a big thing. Now, whether miners are dumping in China or what have you, this right here I think is ultimately playing a factor in the market. Do I know for sure? No. But the sentiment among crypto influencers, the ones that I typically follow, still remains bullish, and including the news with Tesla and Elon Musk. There's a couple other things that you're going to want to know, but if you just go on here and you type in Bitcoin, say, to Twitter, I mean, you get tons of information just coming up from some of the top influencers. Jason Williams, if you're selling Bitcoin right now, you deserve the 50K USD you are getting. Okay, there's an interesting one. You know, you have Pomp. Bitcoin is up 659% over the last 12 months. What I'm saying is, the sentiment among the OGs, the people who've been in crypto for a long time, is still very positive. There's some other people that you would want to follow to get information. But just like I said, go on Twitter, type in Bitcoin, and you get all sorts of different positive information from guys like Michael Saylor. Bitcoin is monetary electricity to run our economy cleaner, harder, faster, smarter, stronger, longer. So when you're in a situation where you're kind of panicking and you think that the market's going down and going to continue to, I don't know, go down and maybe even turn bearish, turn to some of the people who've been into crypto to see if you can get some support from them. The reason I recommend that for you is because I know that when you're checking the charts and everything goes into red, you don't know what's going on and you need answers, so you turn to YouTube or you turn to Twitter. You can also follow me on Twitter, Blockchain J. I have a whole Twitter account for those of you who want to follow me over there. Right here. See? Blockchain J. I've posted some of my videos, some of my pics on here, but hope to see you guys over there also. But let's get back into some of the conversation that's happening here. Dan Held, he's a crypto OG. He's got some stuff to say. He says, Bitcoin is just getting started. Now, let's get away from Twitter and let's get into some other things. There are some things that are a little bit challenging that maybe are FUD that's affecting the price, like Ray Dalio, hedge fund manager. Ray Dalio is someone that I do listen to. I'm not just going to say that Ray Dalio is not someone to listen to, no matter how old he is or whatever, you know, because a lot of people say, oh, he's just an old guy, old world system. He does have decent points, and I've read a couple of his books. Good probability the U.S. will outlaw Bitcoin, says Ray Dalio. So he's from Bridgewater and Associates. Ray Dalio is kind of like on the fringe of, is he going to jump into Bitcoin and become a Bitcoin bull like Elon or maybe even Mark Cuban? I would say Mark Cuban's jumped into the NFTs along with Gary Vee. Or is Ray Dalio going to continue to kind of promote some FUD? Being a billionaire like he is, I think at one point he was the 17th richest man on the planet. I don't know where he ranks today. But he's saying that, you know, the same thing that happened to gold, it could potentially happen to Bitcoin. And at the end of the day, the reason that governments would do that is because the Bitcoin threatens the security of their asset and their control. And so when you go to something that's decentralized, away from a sovereign nation currency like the US dollar, the Chinese yuan, blah, 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 you end up in this situation where they kind of lose control. It becomes too powerful for them. So then the only solution is to outlaw them, right? Because it's challenging their situation. And so you have also Fidelity talking about getting into an ETF. So if Fidelity gets its way, a Bitcoin ETF will be an option for advisors. We've also heard that an ETF was filed by Goldman Sachs, but you could see right here on Barron's, Fidelity has applied to launch a new Bitcoin exchange traded fund. The idea of Bitcoin ETF isn't new to funds launched this year in Canada. A handful of companies have sought the SEC's blessing for an ETF. So ETFs keep getting shot down. At some point, you would assume that it's going to happen. Cathie Wood still remains positive and bullish with Tesla. She had one of the strongest performing funds here recently, although Tesla is faltering here over the last couple months. One of the other things that I'm excited about is PayPal thinking about adding Bitcoin to Venmo. So we know Cash App has Bitcoin, just Bitcoin. Well, PayPal has 4 currencies on their platform, but now they're talking about allowing Venmo to actually add Bitcoin. So it just seems like the news is very bullish and positive. And considering the fact that you had the situation happen with the stimulus, it's just why aren't people coming in right now? Well, you see the retail mania is slowing down, it says. This is coming off the Economic Times or the India Times here. It says, Bitcoin extended a drop amid a wider retreat in assets that had earlier ridden a wave of stimulus-infused optimism among retail traders. So I guess the retail traders, although there was a data set that came out that said 10% of people intended to invest some of their stimulus into Bitcoin, well, right now you could see it's not happening. And in fact, if this was going to happen, what would have needed to happen was people were going to get their stimulus. As bad as this is by practice and principle to do this, this is how retailers are. When the price goes down, they should be buying. But what happens is they see the price go down, so they take that as a signal not to buy Bitcoin. So even though there's stimulus, they could be jumping into Bitcoin. Well, with the price going down, that's going to cause them not to actually buy. Because when retailers would have bought, and like I said, it's bad practice to do this, to buy high and sell low. It's better to buy low and sell high, right? On sale. You want to buy when it's on sale. Well, most retailers would have probably been inclined to jump into Bitcoin had it gone past 60s, towards 70, towards 80, even though we all know that's not the best thing they should do because they're FOMOing, have fear of missing out, right? But that's what's going to end up happening is with the price going down, that's actually going to lead to less stimulus coming into Bitcoin, even though it should lead to more stimulus coming in because they're getting a really good deal. Another thing that I would say keep an eye on is over-the-counter traders that are actually kind of in a way manipulating the price of Bitcoin, keeping it artificially low because they're doing OTC transactions. And that's what's also, so it's like there's a lot of buyers. There's sellers, yes, but there's also a lot of buyers, but it's just not injected into the price of Bitcoin. And overall, like I said, the entire market has been draining red. Some of these positions have really been getting beat down. Cosmos was one of them that has been taking a real hit. But of course, as with anything, when you see something down over a long period of time and you've been wanting to jump in, when it's down like that over a period of time, that's typically a buy signal, right? And you saw Algorand sitting at the position that it is. And then even for Cardano, it's like when Cardano, with it now getting listed onto Coinbase and all this news that's going on with this being a retailer favorite, this might actually be a pretty solid time to consider buying Cardano. Of course, not professional financial advice. Another thing that I'd like to mention here on CoinDesk is Chainlink integration connects Filecoin to smart contract enabled blockchains. The integration will enable connection between Filecoin and Ethereum and other smart contract blockchains. So I think this is going to be fairly decent news for Filecoin and Chainlink. Those that have grayscale investment offers via new investment trusts aiming to drawing institutional money to the DeFi space. Decentralized finance. We did see Elon Musk here recently, this morning, 6 hours ago, don't DeFi. Well, you could see, I mean, it's like, what is going on here? There's lots of information being pumped out, and the price keeps going down, and you're just like, Some people are saying this is a buying opportunity so clear and obvious that now is the time. So anyways, I just wanted to say this is what I'm looking at. Thanks to everyone who's been subscribing and watching Blockchain Bulls. Watch some of our newest videos. If you just go right here, you could see 4 low cap gems that could skyrocket soon. And low cap gems are where people's making the money. That's why they're the most popular videos on this channel as of late. So let me know if you guys like live feeds or these uploads better, and I will see you guys on the next